with you. Ray Patterson in the building. Said, what's happening, Mr. Martin? Good interview with Mr. Bill. He was trying to avoid a lot of questions, but you were on top of your game. Yeah, man, it was fun, man. It was fun. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate you, man. A Cadillac 634 in the building. What's going on? Stay connected. What's happening? Adrian Vent in the building. What's going on? Sante L. What's happening? Be easy in the building. What's good? Hold on one second. What's going on? Be easy. Grand rising to you, brother. Hope you well, man. Plagiarism in the building. What's going on, man? Soda Black. What's going on, man? He said, peace, great show past few days. Even if I'm not catching you live, I'll still go back and watch all your videos and hit that like button. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you, man. What did it say? Alden Johnson said, Crawford's fireworks with his family was nice, clear video, and I still think the fight is going to happen. Didn't lose faith in it yet. For now, there's hope for the fight. It's major for boxing. Yeah, it is, man. I will tell you though, man. That Floyd interview, man. That Floyd interview, bro. That Floyd interview makes it sound funny to me, brother. I ain't gonna lie. A great weekend of said for now, a great weekend of videos. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. 00 in the building. What's going on? Skills from New Orleans. What's happening, man? Kenneth Johnson in the building. What's good? Mr. 357. What's going on? Shout out to Yuma, Arizona. To my man, Alex Chavez in the building. What's going on, man? Dwayne Jones, what's good? Black Fonz in the building. What's happening with you, sir? Let me move my coffee and all this stuff over here. So I have ready access for it, man. Dead Game Boxing said, Errol versus Keith is next. Bud versus the WBO mandatory. Look, man, they need to go ahead and just make that shit happen. I'm like, I ain't tired of it though. I'll tell you what, I don't mind the conversation. Ernie V said, great show yesterday. Hey man, no worries, man. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that, brother. I did hear some copping out though. I ain't gonna lie. I still hear some copping out. I listen to some of y'all, boy. Y'all are hilarious, man. Dog, give it up. It's dead. You know what I mean? Give it up. It's dead. Oh, Floyd gave an interview on Fight Hype. I'm telling you, man, when you listen to Floyd, man, you got to listen to him and try to put together what he's saying because he's so good at not saying what he wants to say. I'm telling you, he's not going to say anything he doesn't want to say, but he's still going to try to give you the message at the same time, which is pretty much that I'm running shit. Pretty much that I'm running. Him and Al are partners and ain't nothing happening without him, is what he said. And he's sitting on top of that fight. I'm just telling you, that's what it sounded like to me. I listened to what he said, and I'm like, look, man, this dude's sitting on top of that. That fight's not happening without Floyd. That's what it sounded like to me. No, I don't have a problem with Bud. I think Bud wants a fight. I'm telling you though, man, it's just such a risk, man. It's just such a risk, bro. You know, but anyway, I want to get on something for a second. I'll wait till we get in somebody, man. He said, Fanon, do you believe Floyd is really involved with all PBC fighters? Yes, I do. Absolutely, positively, I do. I think that he has, let me put it this way. Floyd may not actually be involved in every single solitary fight that takes place there. But if Floyd wants to get involved with that, yeah, I'm 100% convinced that Floyd can get involved or has say so on everything that goes through the PBC. Absolutely. Because he's not dumb. What's going on, Powerhouse Watson? Dog, he's not dumb. That whole thing was built on his back. Shut up and laugh, you said. Good morning, humble brother. Yes, sir, bro. Look, man, I listened to what the man said. I'm not into, we're like second father, all that. We're cool, all that. Look, dude, I'm going to tell you what I heard the man say. The man said, I brought Al Heyman into boxing. I brought this dude into boxing. I brought Al Heyman into boxing. Al Heyman, we went into partnership together. I kept my part of the deal. He kept his part of the deal. And then what he said, now he's not flexing on the man. He's not flexing on Al Heyman or none of that. But what's his part of the deal? I'll be the front. You'll be the back. And he said, you cannot do anything without both. And why would that be? Al Heyman got $500,000 to invest in the PBC. Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s fights had a lot to do with those people investing in that. Floyd, he wouldn't have got that without Floyd, and Floyd is not going to build something that big without being involved in it, without putting some of his money in there, making sure he's getting paid too. You know what I'm saying? And anything, that's the same link I heard. What's that? This is the Bud shit show. Man, let me tell you something, man. Y'all need to stop being crybabies for Bud, man. He don't need y'all licking up on him. Man, why don't y'all just shut up, dude? Y'all cry like babies, man. Y'all cry like fucking babies. I chilled out yesterday and I listened to your live streams. I listened to a lot of stuff yesterday. Y'all need to stop crying, dog. Just stop crying. You guys always so bad on Bud. Everybody blames Bud. You guys are hating on him all the time. Clickbait. You guys make everything's Bud's fault. Look, cornball. Bud said that the thing that's holding up the fight is the business side. Bud said that. Bud, out of his own mouth, said that. Steven Espinoza said the only thing holding up the fight is the money. Steven Espinoza said that. Errol Spence said he already accepted the fight. He said, I don't have any problems. I'm waiting on him. That's what Errol said. But oh no. You guys are always so mean to Bud. You're so mean to Bud. Man, Bud said it. Bud said it. Okay? Ain't nobody guessing. Bud said it. The PBC said it. The PBC said last year, we don't even want to make him an offer because it'll be insulting. That's what Tim Smith, who's the communications director, the communication director for the PBC said. Yeah, man, we all stop crying. Lord have mercy, bro. Between you crying about other channels having more views than you, man, dude, let me tell you something, man. You can say what you want about certain channels, and I'm not including me. Okay? I'm going to tell you, I'm not including me. I'm telling you, I'm talking about other channels, dude, that I don't even necessarily always like. Okay? But I'm going to tell you this. You know why they got subscribers and you don't? People like them, and they don't like you. People want to talk boxing with them, and they don't want to talk boxing with you. It's that simple, bro. It's not all that complicated crap you're talking about. Dude, I turn you on for 2 minutes and I listen to you whine and cry. I turn on something. All I listen to you is whine and crying and insult other people. Who in the hell wants to sit there and talk about that shit except for some other miserable ass people? How about you become somebody that people actually want to talk to? Try that out. Okay? Try being somebody that people actually want to be like, hey man, let me go talk to thus and such today. Let me chop it up with thus and such today. That would be fun. Instead of trying to characterize your failure, you know what I'm saying? Your failure to do what they do as them cheating somehow. Man, you can't, but Dante's Boxing Nation cannot cheat his way to 350,000 subscribers and do what he does for 10 years. He can't cheat his way to that. He ain't tricking people into that. People are watching his content because they like him. They like his content. Okay? So how about you just find some people that want to talk to you about boxing and stop crying about everybody else? Seriously. And another thing, give up that Devin Haney shit for the rest of y'all. That's over with. Okay? That is completely over with because you fucked up. You fucked up. And you know that movie. What's the name of that movie, bro? Brian Powell. Yeah. Did you hear the audio recording of Espinoza saying Bud needs to cut all time? I heard it when it came out like months ago. Yeah, I heard it when he said, I heard that in response to a question that was asked him months ago. That shit has nothing to do. Trust me, nothing to do. Exactly. Until you got menace to society, bro. Menace to society. You know you done fucked up, right? Okay. But Devin hasn't even decided whether he wants to fight Gervonta or not. Okay. Has not gone through the options and determined if he even wants to fight him or not. Gervonta is calling him out very directly. Gervonta said it himself. His coach, Calvin Ford, said it himself. So y'all just need to stop. I'm sorry. That one's not going to work anymore, man. Y'all got to tuck it, bro. Just tuck that one and keep it pushing. Tuck it and keep it pushing. MD, the mad, hey, what's the MD 2020 band? It says, salute Fanon and fan. What's going on? Who's Fanon going in on now? Man, I just was listening to cats sitting there. I'm sitting there like, man, are you serious? Ain't nothing worse than a troll channel, dog. They never succeed, bro. I'm telling you, trolling on other channels does not do anything for you, bro. It doesn't do anything. You can complain till you blue in the face. You got to do something about it, brother. You got to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? You got to do something about it. Complaining to you blue in the face about what other people do will never get you anywhere. You got to do something about it. Figure out how you can be where you want to be. And get your nose out of what other cats got to say, even if you disagree with it. Dog, man, of course. And you bringing up that stuff about somebody bringing up Daniel Kinahan, dude, I know that's not, please. How can that hold up the fight? Bud cannot even talk to the man on the phone. No joke. Bud cannot even talk to that man on the phone. How is that even possible? And I mean that. How is it even possible for Bud Crawford to speak to Daniel Kinahan on a phone? It's not. That man's phones are tapped. As soon as he starts doing that shit, he's going to get pulled in, man. They got a $5 million reward out on any information leading to his capture, which means anybody associated with him is already getting tapped. So Steven Espinosa, you think Steven Espinosa is like, what? How does that even work? Yeah, the update on the coffee cups is they're coming. We got to just put them up on the site. Yeah, we've got it's coming. It's very, very close now. Anyway, Steven Figueroa said Gervonta will destroy Devin. If you know boxing, you know that's the truth. Well, I'm going to tell you, I don't know, man, because I think there's an opportunity. There's definitely a chance that that Devin could win the fight. Devin's an excellent fighter. I'll talk about who's going to win that fight when there's actually when somebody's available to make that fight. Because as of right now, Devin Haney's not available. It's not practical at all. Okay? It's not practical at all. However, back to Floyd Mayweather Jr. Do I think Floyd can block a fight at the PBC? Man, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Without a doubt, that man can do it. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Charles Granger Hoop Session said, well, I said yesterday, if this fight doesn't happen, Spence versus Thurman is a fight I would like to and possibly move it. Yeah, man, I wouldn't mind seeing that fight at all. But I know that Errol doesn't want that fight. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Said Pretty Boy Champions. Look, man, the man said what the man said. And if you just Alejandro said, get him for now. Much respect to you. Man, I get tired of that, man. Like, I get tired of that, man. All of that, all of your content is about other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, your whole content is about what other people got to say. Dude, so what, man? Who cares? If you don't like their title, so what? I mean, on the real. You don't like their title, so what? You don't believe what they got to say, so what? A big ass, so what? Because there's a bunch of people that want to talk about it. And that's what they're doing. They're starting conversations, brother. That's all they're doing. So just, whatever, dude. You know what I mean? Like, what they supposed to do, bro. The people that listen to them are not stupid. They know what they're listening to. They engage in conversations. They actually like them. And that's the secret, brother. The secret is not all that shit you think the secret is. Trust me, it's not. Got nothing to do with that. It's got everything to do with the conversation, brother. Everything to do with the conversation. Brian Powell said, you're my favorite boxing discussion on YouTube, my G. I listen to all your shows. You always tell it like it is. Thank you, Brian Powell. Much love in that super chat, brother. The Rise Podcast. Good morning, brother. What's going on with you, sir? How you feeling, bro? Rick Blackwell in the building. What's going on, man? Yeah, so that's all it is, man. People just try to look for all kind of, no, man, it's not it. That's why you see these. That's why you see these channels that literally get publicized by major boxing outlets. Like they literally will share their links to their YouTube videos, and it doesn't go anywhere, bro, because don't nobody want to talk to you. I don't know what you want me to say, man. You just not somebody people really want to talk to because how you behave. Nobody want to hear you cry and complain and insult people all the time. Robin Soto said, keep telling the truth, brother. Give them your wrath. Much respect, Team Bud, Lord Haney, Devin Haney, PR. Puerto Rico team, Fanon's wrath. Yeah, dog. Y'all can catch one sometime, man. Nick the Savage said, bro was on another channel coming after Tank. Devin is undisputed and he's chasing these dudes. What era are we living in? Tank is, he's not chasing them, Nick Savage. He's not chasing him. Devin Haney is not chasing him. He's not. Devin Haney is going to be fighting George Kambosos in October, more than likely. Devin's not chasing him. You can keep saying it. I'm telling you can keep saying that, but it's not true. Okay? He's not chasing him. No, he is not. You know what I'm saying? You can say that shit till you blue in the face, bro. He ain't chasing him. Stop it. All right. Devin is an all-time great throwback fighter. Hey, man, you say so. I say he's a very good fighter right now, man. Hey, and again, man, much love. Thank y'all so much for your support in the super chat and the cash app. It means a lot, brother. Thank you. Charles Granger, I think since Haney has a rematch clause with Kambosos, we can't get him versus Tank until next year. And also, we got to see who Tank fights next. Yeah, it's pretty much, man. Jerio, stop. Let me say, man, how am I hating? I would love to let you know. I would love to know how I'm hating on you by telling you the truth. I would be hating on you. I would be hating on you if I told you that shit was true. Devin Haney's not chasing him. So stop telling him. He's not doing that. That's just a fact. You guys can keep making shit up if you want, but it's just a fact, man. I got it on tape. I got it on tape right out of the horse's mouth. They're not chasing him. Okay? In that way, they may not be chasing a fight. I think some of y'all may be clout chasing Tank, though, with this whole notion that Tank is running. No, dude, Tank is the one calling for the fight. As of right now, Tank is the one calling for the fight. And Devin's the one that can't fight. There you go. That's what's happening. You may not like it because it doesn't fit your narrative, but that's what's happening. And you can talk to you blue in the face. You can talk to you blue in the face. I'm telling you the truth. Said Fanon just said Haney has a chance of beating Tank. Now he's hating some of y'all clowns. Yeah, man, they didn't get the news, bro. That's all it is. He said he will get out of that contract and get back to chasing. Jurio, then good. When he gets out of that contract, let him get back to chasing. No, Jurio, I'm not stuck on the contract. I'm stuck on your bullshit, is what I'm stuck on. He's not chasing him. Period. You just don't like to be proven wrong, man. I understand. Nobody likes being wrong, man. You people that were proven wrong tend to stick to their guns, man. But your guns have no you don't. It's not even a cap gun, dog. It's not even. You don't even have a cap gun on this one. You guys, I'm sorry, man. You don't have a foot to stand on this. The man has a rematch that he has to take. Otherwise, he has to go to 140 or risk getting sued. That's the fact. Because that was verified. He has two options. And watch this. Watch this. One of the options, and I didn't even say this yesterday. One of the options is if you can't make 140. But dude, you're clearly saying in all these conversations that you can make 140. You can make 135. You can make it. If you leave the weight class, cool, he's out of it. He leaves the weight class. But Tank's not at 140. That's his options. Two options is to rematch him, or go to 140. Right? That's the only options. You're stuck on some dumb shit, Jurio. Hey, Avery 81st said too many grown men in here acting emotionally. Nobody hating, grown up. Let's talk real shit. No, yeah, exactly, man. Just stop it with me, man. You know what I mean? Stop it with me, dog. I don't even know why you just don't want to say that. Like, I don't even understand what the problem is with that. That's not even something bad. That's not hurting. That's not saying anything bad about Devin, that he's got a rematch clause. What's going on, B&B Boxing? There's nothing wrong with that. He's not ducking Gervonta. He's not. He's got a rematch clause that he's got to honor. And then he probably has another fight with Top Rank he's got to honor. The only problem here is that you guys can't insult Tank, and you don't know what to do about it. Let's call a spade, bro. The problem is that you cannot insult Gervonta Davis, and you don't like it. You can't say Gervonta's ducking Devin. You just can't. Since you can't say that, you just want to concoct a bunch of shit to allow you to say that. Just drop it, man. The man's not ducking him because that man's not available, man. And I don't care how many times they say, oh, we want it. Dog, no, that's saving face. That's PR, that's marketing, that's all that is. There's no substance to that, and you know it. Okay? And I'm telling you, the people behind the scenes know it. I'm telling you, they know it. All right? They know it. All right? If you was sitting there talking to these guys with nobody else around, they'd be laughing about it, bro. They'd be laughing, man. They'd be like, man, yeah, of course. But that's not what we're going to say in front of these idiots. Man, that's exactly what they would say, bro. They would be like, hey, man, yeah, of course we know what's going on, man. Of course we know. However, man, you know what it is. We just keeping our name out there in the press. We doing what we supposed to do. Keeping our name in the press. Keeping our name out there so everybody's talking about them and keep being excited about it because nobody really wants to see this George Kambosos fight. Nobody wants to have the George Kambosos fight. Errol, Terence, Devin don't want to have that fight. Bob Arum probably doesn't want to put that fight on. Nobody wants that fight but George Kambosos, okay? Because it's not really good for anybody because it's such a blowout. It's not even an interesting fight except for George Kambosos, who gets his chance to get his money and get another opportunity. And then he can go right back to being that B-level fighter that he was, but he can do that with a really big bank account. And that's just the facts, okay? So how about y'all stop trying to lay shit on, how about you stop trying to lay that crap on Gervonta because you don't like Gervonta, okay? Because that's all that is. That's all that is. Well, ain't nobody talk. Why everybody talk? Why don't we hear from Gervonta? Dude, you don't even have to hear from Gervonta. You heard it from his coach. We ain't heard Devin say any of this. None of it. I have not seen Devin Haney on any shows saying that he's fighting Gervonta next. I have not heard it. I have not even heard him. So you can't go running around talking about, well, y'all talking for Gervonta. Why y'all hide? Man, dude, ain't nobody got, man, you busted just in this conversation. Stop, man. Y'all suck. I'm just going to say it again. Stop. Y'all suck, bro. Y'all suck. Okay? You suck. At making these arguments. There's no need to make this argument, man. You just want to tear down Gervonta, man. That's it. Joe Schmo said Devin will rematch Kambosos and move up for a title fight. Top Rank has them all at 140. Loma and Shakur are closer to fighting Dev than Tank. Yeah, they are. I agree with that 100%. 100%. Joe Schmo in the building. That is readily apparent to anybody that does not want to involve on trying to make Gervonta Davis. Trying to make stick Gervonta Davis on a picture with Devin. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. The fact of the matter is Gervonta don't need Devin. Don't need the belts. Doesn't need any of that. And he said very, very clearly, all right, you talking all that stuff. You beat Kambosos. I want to fight you. I want to fight Devin Haney. I want to fight Devin Haney. That's what the man said. And then after that, his trainer Calvin Ford sat down with Bill Haney and said, we want the fight. No worries. We want the fight. Just get out of that rematch clause you got with Devin Haney. We sit down. With George Kambosos, we'll sit down and make the fight. That's not hearing enough from him? That's not enough? You don't think Gervonta Davis knew that Calvin Ford was talking about making the fight? Ain't that his father? Ain't that like a father figure to that man? Right? Irish Warlord said, Fanon, let's flip the script. What's your thoughts on Beterbiev versus Bivol undisputed match? Since you're like-minded about a title holder and a champion, I think that's a really good fight, man. Give me Beterbiev. I like that fight. Give me Beterbiev. I don't think anybody, let me put it this way. Wasn't nobody picking Bivol to beat Beterbiev until Bivol beat Canelo. And now all of a sudden he's the champion. He's the favorite because he fought some guy that didn't have any business in that weight class and got too cute. That's what I think. Give me Beterbiev until proven otherwise. But it's a good fight, and I hope it gets made. I would love to see it. Cornelia says, not according to other people. I don't know what you mean. What is not according to other people? What is not according to other people? That's my sense of it. Beterbiev is the man. Dude, Canelo Alvarez called Dimitri Bivol the second best fighter at 175. Beterbiev's a monster, man. I don't know if that man's staying awake through some fight with Beterbiev, and Beterbiev will walk you down. He's got fast hands, very short punches, very, very strong punches. Let me tell you something. Cornelius Bennett, let me tell you something. What I said, Bill Haney agrees with. Bill Haney agrees with what I'm saying. So I don't know what you niggas is talking about. Excuse my language. I don't know what y'all talking about. Bill Haney agrees with me. Bill Haney agrees with me. I got him to say it on my show. What do you mean? I got him to literally tell you exactly what I'm saying. What do you mean? You know somebody closer to the situation than Bill Haney? Oh, I'm in agreement. I'm just telling you, Cornelia Bennett. That's why I'm telling y'all, you niggas leave me alone. I've been told you. I've told you. Stay away from me with all of that, dog. You guys go play in the parking lot. Not you, Cornelius Bennett. Not you. Y'all go play in the parking lot, dog. I'm not trying to hear that stuff, man. Go outside. All right. Go outside, bro. He said, Bill around again after your show talking that duck talk. Of course, that's his job. That's what he's supposed to do. That's what he's supposed to do. Of course. Of course. I understand. And they went right on about back doing what they're doing. I know that. That's what they're supposed to do. Don't you get it? Kal-El Cool. Trust me. Look, he is a promoter. That's his job. That's what he's going to do. There's no problem with it. He's literally doing his job. There's nothing wrong with him doing what he's doing. He's supposed to do that. That's his job. He's a promoter. Easy. What's the problem? Do you believe everything promoters say? What I told you was just leave me alone. Okay? Because I don't want to go through that. I mean, dog, you know what I'm saying? He say, go play with, yeah, I got you. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't, dude. The only people that I don't have any issue with Bill Haney saying whatever Bill Haney wants to say. I don't. I understand his job. It's not a problem. I don't have a problem with some of the people that support Bill Haney, right? Because I know that's their job. That's their job. Everybody got to earn a living, right? The dude that's out there doing all that rhyming and all that stuff, dude, he works for Devin Haney. That's what he's supposed to do. What you think he's gonna do? You know what I mean? That's his job. People doing that, you just got to recognize, and I'm telling you, in all seriousness, I don't have any problem with it. That's their job. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with anybody who goes to the military, going to the military and toting a gun. That's their job. What do you expect? That's their job. You can't take it personally. No, that's his job, not just his son. That's his job. That's his job. His job. J-O-B, job. Gets paid well for it. He gets paid well for that, man. Gets paid well for it. Right? That's his job. What's the problem? That is Leonard Ellerbe does his job. I don't have a problem with Leonard Ellerbe saying what Leonard Ellerbe says. That's his job. Now, you clowns coming around me talking about me, though, that's when I got a problem with you. Because you out here trying to sell me something and trying to talk about what I ain't doing and how I ain't telling the truth and how you do that. No worries, dog. We'll just pull them sheets right off that bed. Whap. And show you the stain. Right there. It's right. Really? Whoop. All we're going to do is walk to the corner and open up and pull that. You can see that man right behind that. What do you call that man in the man behind the man behind the curtain? I'm just going to go pull that curtain. No worries, dude. Here you go. Pull the curtain. Look right there. Come on, man. People just have to listen to the truth and what's being said instead of spinning facts to support their argument. Yeah, that's it. And they'll say it, dude. They'll straight up say it. But y'all just want to keep talking about me. No worries. I'm telling you. You're not going to, because I'm not going to be on nothing. I'm not on nothing. I will have fun with it. I will tell you in a heartbeat. I will have fun with it. I will have fun with it. I will say things that are fun. I will joke. I'll be whatever sometimes. But at the end of the day, when you get to the nugget of what I'm saying, you're not going to get around with what I actually say. A lesser channel would have aired that Haney interview. It's still up. I haven't taken it down. I haven't taken it down because people said they wanted it up, and it's not that big a deal. But seriously, it's just because y'all keep trying me, bro. I'm not gonna get rid of it because y'all like to try me. I don't understand why you like to try me. I'm just telling you, they say very few know the inner workings of boxing. Absolutely, subjugated truth. But here's the thing, man. Gervonta Davis is the man at 135 pounds. You can like it or you can lump it. Everybody admits it. You can like it or you can lump it. Everybody admits it. Everybody. And he's in the position where he doesn't have to chase anybody. He doesn't. But he did do it with Devin. Because he said, yeah, look, y'all doing all that talking, I'll fight you. Right? That's what he did. That's what he said. That's what he did, right? So you can't fault that man for that. He's not in a bad position. As we speak, it's not in a bad position. He got into so what if he doesn't have any world belts? So what? Neither does George Kambosos. Right? Devin's fighting George Kambosos. So what if he doesn't have any belts? No, it's not fuck the numbers or they wouldn't even be talking about Tank. You kidding me? You can say F the numbers. Ain't nobody else saying F the numbers. Nobody else. It's the biggest fight in boxing. That's what Bill Haney said. It's the biggest fight. It's one of the biggest fights in boxing. That's what Bill Haney said. That's one of the biggest fights of boxing. You guys don't have to like it, man. I mean, seriously, you don't have to like it. It's just a fact. Gervonta Davis offered him one of the biggest fights in boxing. That is a fact. Check that as a fact. Gervonta Davis is the biggest name in that division. He's the biggest name in boxing below the weight class of 147 pounds. And that's just a fact. And you line up the facts, your guy's argument just goes by the wayside. Seriously, man. Like piss through toilet paper. Okay? Your argument just goes away. So stop making it. I don't know why you insist on making it. I understand why Bill insists on making it. I do. I understand why some other people insist on making it. I do. And I don't hold any ill will. Do not hate the player, hate the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And if you hate the game, stop playing the game. Get out. You know how that works. If you're going to play the game, it's the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And if you hate the game, hey, man, see you later. It's your choice, bro. It's your choice. So I don't have any problem with cats doing any of that stuff. I don't. Because I understand what they're doing it, and I understand what they're doing and why they're doing it. And it doesn't make them any different than anybody else. Anybody else. Cats that are selling cigarettes, cats, you guys can't be sitting out there talking about how you were trapping. You know what I'm saying? You were trapping, and then you got somebody over here making a video, but you trapping. What's the difference? You selling something you shouldn't be selling. They selling something you don't want them to sell. I don't understand how you can judge them. I don't. You know what I mean? At the same time, though, stay away from me. Hey, the fact people calling out Tank makes him the man. Hey, what makes him Tank the man is the fact that, dude, everybody wants to see him fight. And people want to see Tank's fights. Dude, I love Leonard Ellerbe when Leonard Ellerbe said that, man. I'm like, dude, Leonard Ellerbe ain't lying. That's the truth, bro. Global News TV said, what's good with you, Fanon? Love the channel, bro. Crawford playing contract games. Hey, man, we'll see. Cal L. Cooler with the support on the channel said, Bill is good, though. His pimping is immaculate. If his block ain't pumping when he roll up, he'll hop on and say, hey, what's going on? And his clan get active. Yeah, dog. Hey, man, he tried to say. Oh, man, it was funny. Hey, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Woo, he tried something, dog. Dog. Y'all don't even understand, bro. Y'all don't even understand, dog. Game recognized game, bro. Game recognized game. I'm telling you. Game, I'm gonna tell you, hey, dog, I don't want to say. Game recognized game, bro. Game recognized game, dog. And there was a minute, dog. Hey, dog, if Bill is listening, dog, there was that one moment, bro, where you recognize the game, bro. Oh man, that shit was classic to me, bro. Because I was sitting there like, man, is this dude gonna do this? Is he gonna pull an Uncle Bob? Is he gonna pull an Uncle Bob on me? Now, I'm not gonna tell you who Uncle Bob is, but it ain't my uncle. However, let me tell you, there's a move. There's a move when you arguing that there's somebody that is called Uncle Bob would always try. Whenever he was having a hard time, dog, he would pull this move. Just consider it like a fadeaway or some shit. He tried his Kobe fadeaway, dog. As soon as he fade away, I'll slap the ball right out of his hand. No, don't try to fade away. Oh man, that's just hilarious, man. Expensive paper in the building. Much love in that super chat, bro. Hey, Pablo Sled. You can see it. It's the last live stream that I did that's up before this one. MB listening to Fanani speaking facts. Yeah, they don't like that, bro. They all keep hearing that I'm cap, that I'm a hater, that I'm all this, that I'm all that, bro. That's what they hear, man. No, brother, I'm here to tell you, okay? I'm just here to tell you, brother. Don't get mad at me, homie. All right? And I mean it. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me, brother. Just don't do it. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got you. That's what's up. Yeah, man. I said, hi, it's a game of pure logic. Yeah, man. I don't know. And I'm going to tell you something, man. This answer was, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Hey, Hey, Mark Maldonado said, much respect for not. Hey, man, thank you, brother. Anyway, say that's me from work. What have I missed? What's going on, Stuart Valentine? Nah, we just chilling, bro. Having a good day. It's a game of pure logic, man, of pure logic. Just pure logic. Doop, 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 doop. And you're done. And cats don't like that, man. You cap it. First of all, dog, there's a question mark there. There's a question mark, clown. There's a question mark. What is wrong? What is wrong with asking a question and then proceeding to have a conversation about the question you ask? Nothing is wrong with that, is the answer to that. B. Logan said, funny how Tank be absent, ain't saying nothing but his name in the media nonstop. All is to keep Devin relevant or sell his next fight with Kambosos. Hey, man. No, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That's what happens. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You're supposed to do that too. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to do that. Devin is supposed to pay homage to the cash cow. He's got to do it. And to Devin's defense, he's not able to go anywhere without them talking about Tank. He was on $1 million worth of game podcast. They asked about Tank. Right? Asked about Tank. That's how it works. You're supposed to be asking about, welterweight's supposed to be asking about Errol Spence. That's what they're supposed to do. Just how it works. They're doing what they're supposed to do. But at the same time, bro, Fanon ain't bad at all. He not capping. Everything I heard him say for months now came out to light when it comes to facts. It's really true. Y'all need to put respect on Fanon's name. He good. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. And anything that didn't, I just said, look, dude, this is what I heard. What's the problem? That's what I heard. Somebody told me this. You can believe it or not believe it. I'm just telling you what I heard. What's the problem? And I'll tell you, maybe it will, maybe it won't. But that's what they're saying. So, hey, man, it's part of the boxing conversation, and we're here to have boxing conversations. What's the problem? Respect Fanon won't want to know about Lomachenko. He's still over there in the Ukraine, man. He's still over there in the Ukraine. Did I miss a super chat, bro? Oh, Kal-El Cooler. Thank you, brother, for that support, bro. Anyway, man, the longer we go through this, I just wonder how, if they don't do the Errol Spence Terence Crawford fight, how they're going to announce that. That's what I'm thinking now. Global News says Spence will go down as the greatest ever. Maybe. He got a lot to do to be the greatest fighter ever. There's a lot to that, man. And honestly, man, that's very tough to do, man. That's so high. That's so lofty. I just think the best you can be is the best that you are when you're fighting. And that's it. Nothing, you can't really do anything more than that, right? More than just be the best that you are when you're fighting. Said, this is a pointless conversation at this point. Yeah, 99% of boxing is a pointless conversation. I'm telling you, man, I've had a lot of conversations in my life, dog. You'd be surprised how many of them are it's entertainment. Timothy Stewart said, not true. What is not true, bro? You got to put a full sentence in there for me to know what's not true. Floyd will remain the best ever. He's not the best ever. Floyd ain't the best ever. He's the best during the time he fought. He was the best fighter ever to get in the ring when he was in the ring. I'll say that much. But is he the best ever? Man, that is. Tell me the top 10 fighters in 1919. Timothy Stoudemire. Tell me the top 10 fighters in the year 1919. I will answer your question, Timothy Stoudemire, when you tell me who the top 10 fighters were in the year 1919. Tell me who they were. Because we're going to establish your credibility. I'm going to tell you right now, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. And then if you were able to tell me, I would turn around and ask you the next question. Hey, did you see them fight? Right? How do you know that the tallest man today is the tallest man ever? How do you know that? Robert Walden, I think his name is Robert Waldo or Robert Walden, right? He got a point. Yeah, exactly. How can you say that? You can't. Can't. I can't. I can't do it. I can't tell you that he's the greatest ever. Everybody alive, pretty much everybody that was alive during that period of time, or everybody alive during that period of time, almost, is dead. If they weren't dead, if they aren't dead, they're 100 years old. They're 103 years old. And they probably weren't watching boxing when they probably weren't watching boxing when they were an infant. So you don't know. No joke. And that goes down. I'm telling you, it just. And then here's the thing. And how many times are they going to fight each other? Brooke Michi said, this guy Fanon just says whatever come to his mind. Dumbass, do you say anything that doesn't come to your mind? Do you write that stupid shit before you say it? Name somebody that says something that didn't come to their mind. TMT best ever. Nobody defense is better. Really? Brooke Michi. Nobody's defense is better. Tell me the top 5 defensive fighters in the year 1916. Brooke Michi. Name the top 6 defensive fighters, the top 10 defensive fighters in the year 1918. Or, hey, I'll give you a choice just in case you can't remember. In the year 1942, the year 1951, or the year 1916. Any one of those, give me the top 6 defensive fighters and tell me if you saw them fight. The question isn't if anybody cares about it, idiot. The question is, were there fighters then? Yes. You said all time. So clearly, you moron, you clear about 1918 because you said ever. You brought up 1918, not me. You used the word ever, dummy. Once you use the word ever, then you brought in 1919, 1918, 1960, 1971, 1942. I can pick any year in that word ever applies to and ask you to tell me the fighters that were fighting. And you can't do it. Since you can't do it, you don't know. Since you can't tell me, you don't know. Do you? Do you? My favorite fighter that I've ever seen is Muhammad Ali. EDK said, Fanon, I don't know because you don't need to know the top safeties that played in 1950 to know Ed Reese is the best safety ever. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You absolutely positively do. You cannot say he's better than somebody that you don't know. You can't. Blacksmith Ross said, good morning, boxing enthusiasts. Hit that like button. Second for Nas right. Any boxer here can't be the best ever because you can only fight in your era. Then they maybe is fight 3 decades and dominate. Exactly, bro. Just stop saying, I don't understand why you say shit you can't back up. Just get off of stuff you can't back up. You can't back. Hey, thank you for that love in that super chat, Blacksmith Ross. Thank you. Don't say stuff you can't back up. Okay? All the great fighters have said the same thing. Muhammad Ali said it. Look, man, I can't tell you that I'm the greatest ever. The best you can be is the best when you're fighting. It's the best you can be. That's it. The best you can be is the best when you're fighting. That's it. Okay? And honestly, the best you can be is the best you can be in your weight class too. Because you can't tell me Floyd Mayweather Jr. is going to beat James Toney. Right? And Roy Jones Jr. disagrees strongly. Right? That Floyd's better than him. And he'd be like, well, he lost. Yeah, he fought longer. He fought more fights. He moved up more weight class. Did all of that stuff, man. And what are you talking about? You talking about the totality of his career? Or are you talking about at any given moment? The absolute best of Roy Jones Jr. is absolutely as good as the best Floyd Mayweather Jr. I think the absolute best of Roy Jones Jr. The minute where it was like, that is the best of Roy Jones Jr. right there is as good as any Floyd Mayweather I've seen. The Roy Jones Jr. that beat James Toney is as good a fighter as any Floyd Mayweather Jr. that I've seen fight, in my opinion. Right? Who's after? I don't know, man. Honestly, I can't tell you. If I would have said probably as a kid, I would have said Floyd is the richest boxer ever. I don't know if that's true. You would suspect it's true, but in net present value of the money, I don't know if that's true. I wouldn't know. I would suspect that that's true, though. I would suspect it is true. No, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't. In net present value of the money, I don't know. Because I don't know how much Jack Dempsey made $1 million. Didn't Jack Dempsey make $1 million in like 1919? You know what I'm saying? Like $1 million in 1919. If he made $3 million in 1919, no, I don't know that's true. I don't know that's true. First of all, I don't know how much money Floyd Mayweather has. I don't know how much money he has. I know how much money he says he has. I don't know how much money he actually has. I don't know. Also, I'll tell you something else. I don't know if there's a billionaire out there that boxed. There may be a Russian billionaire that boxed. I don't. I'm telling you, there's literally a former tennis player from Russia that's worth like $30 billion. There's a Russian tennis player that's worth $30 billion. I don't know if there may be a Russian boxer that's worth $30 billion. I don't know. I mean, you guys just want me to get me to say shit that I don't know. I don't know. I suspect that it's true. You know, I suspect that's true. That's the best I can do, is I suspect that's true. But yeah, I think his name is Ili Nastasia or something like that. He's a Russian billionaire, dude. He's a former professional tennis player, and now he's a Russian billionaire. Dude's got more money than good googly goop. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if there's some Russian dude over there that was a former boxer that they got down with and is now like has a Russian oil company. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I know that dude but I'm going to tell you that Russian tennis player got more money than Floyd. I'll bet you. You know? But anyway, has he earned more money in total dollars than anybody in purses? Yes. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm telling you guys, you say stuff with these, like this level of certainty that I don't have. No way is $1 million, $16 million in today. In 1919, $1 million is only $16 million. You think so? What, dude? You could buy you could buy bread for a penny. You could buy a loaf of bread for a penny in 1919. Hold on. Don't go to Google for that, dog. You got to have somebody actually do that one. Look, cost of a loaf of bread, 1919. The cost of a loaf of bread in 1914, the cost of a loaf of bread was 13 cents. That shit costs $4 now. A loaf of bread costs $4 now. Look, man, I don't know. I don't even care, bro. He said, what? What? Fanon finally said a cuss word. I cuss all the time. I don't cuss as much as I used to, bro. He said, you're right, Fanon. Google is ish. I should have known better. Yeah, you got to ask. Like, that's really hard to do. That's a complicated equation right there. But $1 million is worth more. Dude, because here you go. The richest person in the world had like 200 million in the 1930s. Like 200 million. You got guys that are worth 200 billion now. Really, if you think about like the purchasing power, $1 million is probably $1 billion. $1 million probably spends like $1 billion. I mean, so much money you don't even need. $1 million in 1919 is like $1 billion. You buy whatever they can make. You know what I'm saying? Blacksmith Ross said, missed my second super chat, my bad. Blacksmith Ross says, sorry about that. I meant the only way you can prove it is to fight 3 decades of beating everyone. For example, 1980 to 2000, 1980 to 210. It's hard to dominate 2 decades, honestly. Roy Floyd and Ali did it. Yeah, they did. And so did Joe Louis. So did Joe Louis. Joe Louis was there for a long time, man. Said according to the inflation category, it's 19. Yeah, man. But anyway, man. If the richest guy in the world was worth 200 million in the 1930s, and now you got multiple people that are worth. Let me tell you this way: Floyd Mayweather Jr. got more than $200 million, and he ain't nowhere near as rich as J. Pierpont Morgan was. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you just got to come on with all that. It is certainly at a point in time, it doesn't matter how much money you have. Like, at a certain point, it doesn't even matter, man. It really doesn't matter. Lewis indeed too. Yeah, Louis, yeah. Hell no. At a certain point of wealth, it doesn't matter. You get $300 million, what else do you need? If you have $300 million, what else do you need? You know what I'm saying? Think about it. At 300 million, what do you need? Nothing. For all intents and purposes, if you got 1 billion, you got 50. Anyway, it is what it is, man. Let me say, I need another 400 million. I'm greedy that way. Hey, man, get your money, man. No worry. Yeah, good health. Yeah, you need good health. Exactly. Anyway, Manson Musa is not the richest person ever. That is the richest person in what they would consider to be recorded history. But no, there's not. You can't. And on top of it, Mansa Musa was a king. You can't even really calculate his wealth because he was the king. He owned everything. Right? So you really can't even calculate it like that. But yeah, he's got a lot of dough. He had a lot of dough. Very, very wealthy cat. Hold on 1 second. Hey man, much love in that Cash App to my man Paul Carrick in the building. Thank you, brother. Much love for that super chat. Says supporting my interest. Thank you, brother. Yes, sir. We keep it rapping. Yeah, his wealth is immeasurable. Like Ramsey's. His wealth is immeasurable. He has everything. You know what I mean? You got to go Joe Louis respect. He beat up a Klan member in front of a Klan audience. Did he? I didn't know that was the truth. I didn't know that happened. Say, yeah. Standard Oil, J.D. Rockefeller. Yeah, these guys are just, man, they were dumb wealthy, man. Trust me. I don't even get it. Let's get back to boxing, though, man, because I don't want to talk about that stuff, man. I'd rather talk about y'all Devin Haney fans eating crow. Or who y'all want to see Bud fight if he doesn't fight Errol. Like, on one breath, man, I don't see how this fight cannot happen, man. I can't say your name. That's a lot of stuff. Hey, Keith Knowles said, look at this $5 super chat. I'm clearly the richest man in the world. Yeah, you are, brother. Much love in that super chat. Brother, hey, I appreciate you sharing the wealth with the channel, though, supporting the channel, because it is definitely essential, man. You know what I mean? King Solomon's wealth was the greatest. Yeah, I mean, who knows, man? Honestly, who knows? It's all kind of relative, dog, because all you really got is your health at the end of the day, bro. And they all died without money. You know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. Hunter Young said, why do you think there are a lot of African Americans? There aren't a lot of African Americans from 160 on up, because that's the baseball players, basketball players, and football players. Because everybody that size is playing football, basketball, and baseball. Thank you, Keith Nolan. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. And I know you do, and it's greatly appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, that's why it is. Because anybody that is going to weigh 168 pounds in shape is usually like 5'10", 5'11", 6 feet. So they're like point guards, or they're playing cornerback, or something like that. Somewhere you don't get, somewhere you can get a college scholarship. Right? Because you don't get a lot. I'm sure there are, but I don't know how many college scholarships people are giving out for boxing. It doesn't usually seem to be the way that people go through sports to get a scholarship, is through boxing. And I think that's what it is. And that's why I think there are a lot in that 147 weight size, because those guys are too small. Like Errol Spence Jr. is too small, really, probably a little too small to be a lot of positions in football, other than he'd have to be like a safety. And even then, at safety, he's a little bit small, for that. So I think, and definitely like Gervonta, and Devin Haney, guys like that are around that size, There are no 160-pound corners in the U.S. In the NFL. What do they weigh more? They just lift. They'd be 160 if they didn't lift weights. If they didn't put on an extra 15, 20 pounds, how much they weigh in? 200, 190, something like that? I don't really watch football like that, so I don't know how much they're weighing. But I will tell you this, that they are lifting weights, and they are increasing their body weight. If they were just walking around and didn't lift, 200. So right, if they didn't lift, they'd probably be somewhere around 175, 180. And especially if you weight drain them, you know what I mean? They may be making 160. Something like that. Yeah, they're weighing 180, 190 because they're lifting weights and because they do not dehydrate, right? But if you take a guy that has got 15 pounds, you say they got 20 pounds of muscle on them, because though those guys are big, you take 20 pounds of muscle off of them, then they're 160 pounds. And then you then you dry them out, right? You dry them out and get another 10, 12 pounds up off of them. Now you're looking at a guy 147 pounds. Then we'll go back up to a 160, 165 pounds. I can tell you for sure that Errol Spence Jr. and, my God, Aeneas Williams is big as a house. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. That dude right there was big. That dude right there was big, man. Crawford got to vacate that WBO belt and let Spence fight the next best fighter. Hey, I can't say if he's got to vacate that belt or not. He just had his mandatory. He just had his mandatory against Sean Porter, but it will be a year in November though. That year is up in November, that's for sure. Actually, yeah, they did mandate that fight. He had two mandatory, okay, because he only fought once a year. So Egas Kalvanakis was a mandatory, and Sean Porter was a mandatory. Who you got? Shields versus Marshall. I got Shields if it's a straight up fight. Marshall if they rob her. Because I don't trust that. I like that fight card though. I ain't gonna lie, man. That's the best fight card of the year. Period. I mean, for real. Like, that's a hell of a fight card right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a hell of a fight card. For women, that's maybe the best fight card I've seen. Just with those the headliners, man. Like, I'm looking forward to that fight. That fight's what's up. To get to see Alyssa Baumgartner and Michaela Meyer and Savannah Marshall, Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. Dude, that's what's up. Keith Nolan in the building. Much love in that super chat. He said, if Spence and Crawford can't make it happen, well, then I guess either could fight Thurman or Bouts. Although I think Errol would be more willing to fight Bouts than Bud. Yeah. Well, no, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't think either one of them want to fight Bouts, man. I don't think, and honestly, I don't know if Showtime really wants to do that with him that quick. They probably thinking long money with Bouts, man. I think they're thinking long money with Bouts. Not short money, long money with Bouts. Hey, my man, Blacksmith Ross in the building. Thank you, brother. I love answering yellows and greens. Thank you, brother. Them oranges are special. Appreciate you, brother. Honestly, Fanon, Spence and Bud are in their 30s and twilight of their career. I'll watch them, but the next generation is coming up. Bouts and others coming up. This fight is the biggest for both guys. Yeah, it is the biggest for both guys. It is. It is. It is. I think unless, of course, Errol could have got that Canelo fight. That'd have been huge. But you know, Canelo is in that La La Land stuff, bro. You know what I mean? He's off in that La La Land, man. That La La Land stuff. Much love in that super chat, though, brother. Blacksmith Ross, thanks for holding down the channel. Where's Quincy Carter, man? Quincy, man, where are you, brother? Where are you, Quincy? I've been waiting for Quincy. I've been waiting for Quincy for 3 days. Where are you, Quincy Carter? Just to let you know, man. I thought for sure, like Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, Quincy. Think you're ducking me, man. Think you're ducking me. Think you're ducking. Think you're ducking. Yeah, dog, I do. I got a memory for that stuff. No joke. No joke. I got a memory for that. 7 Dude said, at this point, forget about boxing. There's nothing to see. It's more going on right now here in the streets of America. There's always more going on in the streets of America, which is why I talk about boxing. I'm sick of talking about stuff going on in the streets. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all of the conversations. I'm done. No joke. It is, I believe in Neely Fuller Jr. It's all a bunch of confusion. And I'm tired of it, man. No joke. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Yeah, more y'all talk about it, then don't shit happen but to talk. And that's the real world. And then we come to boxing, and where you're supposed to just be talking, and people complain about just talking about boxing. That's what we're doing. We're just talking about boxing, man. Love boxing, enjoy boxing. You know what I mean? It's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? It's really not. The Errol Spence Jr. Terence Crawford fight being made is not that serious. It's serious for Errol because Errol want to whoop him. It's serious for them. You know what I mean? When they get in the ring, but the rest of the stuff is not that serious. It's supposed to be fun, man. You're supposed to be doing this. That's sports entertainment is. And that's why I'm saying is don't hate the player, hate the game, bro. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's entertainment, and that's it. It's not something to be getting all mad about and calling somebody a hater or calling somebody a coon and doing all of that stuff with people, man. It's like come on, man. There are real things out in the world that are real. That's real stuff. And I'm telling you, I've been around a long time, bro. I'm tired of talking about it. My wife actually came up to me and said, man, did you hear about the black kid that just got shot by the police? And I was like, yeah, man, I was just wondering this morning when the next time I was going to hear about it was. Because I was like, oh, it's been a month. Who's the next? Right? And I've been that way for at least 30 years. It's been that way for 30 years. And it's going to be that way for another 30 years. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to talk this boxing. No joke. I'm about to talk this boxing and try to take care of my kids and help them get in a situation where they live their life in a constructive manner and focused on that, brother. Because seriously, everybody out here trying to solve the world's problems are young. Dude, this shit been going on 10 million years. for on one side of something or another. Thanks, Fanon. Lomachenko will not return to fight until that's war stop. I don't think he will. I don't think he will. I think he's going to be over there in Ukraine. He may retire. He's had a long career, man. He's had a very, 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 very long career. But this rest is probably doing him some good. He came back on fire for his last two fights, though. Nana Ya in the building say, good afternoon, Fanon. Why is a fighter as accomplished as Clarissa Shields not able to headline the upcoming fight in the United States? Usually the elite American fighters always fight in America because it's women's boxing, and they have decided that they're going to entertain their boxing fans over there with women's boxing. Women's boxing is like little people fights in Japan. they have created an environment. They have created an environment where they're going to be able to profit and make a good amount of money over there. And my hat goes off to them. The Americans are just going to have to fight on the road because that's where the money is for the fights. But in the United States, the money for for men's boxing, the money's in the United States. Keith Nolan 2211 said, "Hey, did he take his Haney lunchbox? He may have feel that he got bullied by Logic." Yeah, you know. Yeah. Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. You should have seen the other ones. Back when it was, you should have seen the other ones. The other ones left a bad taste in my mouth, man. Like, come on, man. I respected y'all, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, that should make you lose respect, bro. That type of shit will make you lose respect for people. Blacksmith Ross said, life is what you make it. It could be good, but mostly mundane and repetitive, mostly the same old negative-ish. Boxing is part of the great escape. Exactly, bro, it is. It's part of the great escape. It's a little bit that Massa give you. To enjoy yourself with, like church on Sunday was. You get to sing, you get to get out, you get to put on some halfway decent clothes. You get to, hey, woo woo, before you get back in them fields or you get back in that house, right? Got to let you out on the prison yard a little bit. Global News TV said, tell that man sign that contract. Hey, Bud, sign that contract. No worries, brother. I got you. Floyd said he's not making the Haney fight, so people again have to be corrected. Neither side promoter is not making the fight. Justin Hutchins, do not try to get away with spreading blame right now, okay? Gervonta Davis said he wants that fight and they're willing to make that fight. Gervonta has say-so in his career. He said that. Take that man at his word. John Boy said, morning, everybody. What's going on, John Boy? Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for your support. My man said, Fanon, who you got, Shields or Marshall? I think Shields is the better fighter. I don't believe Marshall. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe Marshall. Do not believe it. Remy Old Gun, brother. Thank you for that support, bro. He said, I just want to who you got with this. Prime Ward versus Prime B-Hop, Prime Andre Ward. Give me Andre Ward. Prime Andre Ward over a Prime B-Hop. I'm going with size on that one. I'm going with size. The 168 guy over the 160. So I'm going to go with for no other reason than size. But one of the best fights you can imagine, boy. Man, that man is so underrated. Man is so underrated, brother. So underrated. Fanon, Blacksmith Ross said, Fanon, it's hard for anyone to come back if you're calling someone out on lunch boxes with apple juice and juice boxes. Got him with the logic. Yeah, they don't like it, dude. I'm telling you, I'll fold you with that shit, dude. I'll fold you with it. Man, I can't remember. When was I realized that, dude? I just was like, man, I took a class. I think it was, people always think it's like the legal education. It's really not the legal education. It's not, that's not what it is. What it really is that I took this class on logic. Once I learned, first of all, that I had a talent for it, because, dude, the cats was confused as shit in that class. And I was like, what? This shit is easy. I loved it. Loved it. Soon as I got, I was like, all right, this is easy money. None of these dudes gonna get out of this. None of these dudes going to get out of this. And then you got to recognize the fallacies and people changing the points and all that stuff and always bring it back. Dog, I'm trying to tell you, if anybody's trying to sell you anything, bro, that shit's going to fall apart, dog. Which is why I'm telling you, of all the people to listen to, Neely Fuller Jr., I don't want to hear it. Lee Fuller Jr. is the only dude whose logic I cannot break down for nothing. It shit is so tight. It shit is so tight. It does not fall upon itself. It does not collapse in on itself at all at any point. At any point, it does not collapse on itself. And it can be applied to everything. Even if you remove the entire conversation of race out of it. That's how solid his logic is. His shit is amazing. And cats run around talking about all these other dudes. And I'm like, man, look, dog, no joke. No joke. You can keep all them dudes. And I mean that with all love and sincerity for what they've done and the sacrifices they've made. But I swear there's an 80-year-old man out there in D.C. with a logic that's so damn stern that you can literally take the concept of race out of it and it still applies. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally can take all of that out of it and be like, that shit still applies. And it applies to everybody. It is literally being constructive in everything you do, you say, and you think. And in eliminating confusion from any circumstance is the most constructive way to move forward with your life. Period. It was amazing. But I'm sorry, I don't even want to get y'all because y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Davis needs to run back with Rolly. He won't fall for that sucker rope-a-dope kind of punch again. Trust you're joking, Global News. Stop clowning, dog. That's absolutely ridiculous. That ain't no rope-a-dope shit. He ran into a fist. He backed up, waited for Rolly to throw a punch he had already thrown, and he countered him. And the guy couldn't take it seriously. Rolly Romero would have got knocked out in a different way in a different round if you ran through that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He would get knocked out in a different way if you run that back. Doesn't matter how you want it. You know what I mean? How you want it. He ran that man right into a fist. And what do you think he's going to not do that again? What do you think he's going to do? You think he's just going to tuck his chin and run straight at Rolly's fist? Dude, he called the man dumb ahead of the fight, bro. Look, man, I can't entertain silliness, bro. Seriously, man, I can't entertain silliness. Rolly got knocked out in 6 rounds. Okay? The first mistake he made, he went to sleep. All right, so stop it. Yeah, he's absolutely capping. Anyway, there's no need for him to fight Rolly again. Oh, no doubt about it. No need whatsoever. Can you explain Prograis not getting a shot at the vacant belts in 140? Yeah, he's not signed to Top Rank. Absolutely. He's not signed to Top Rank. There you go. Top Rank didn't give him a shot at that WBC, give him a shot at the WBC belt before. Because he wasn't signed with Top Rank. Easy. Not difficult. He needed to be signed with Bobby Arum or he needed to be signed with Al Heyman. Something like that. If you're not signed with those guys, you're going to have a hard time making fights. Especially when you know you're somebody that can win. Blacksmith Ross says, shout out to everyone being here, showing support on his boxing talk. My guys, Keith Nolan, John Bowie, Justin Cooper, ATX, Realist, smash that like button. Yes, sir, brother. Thank you for that support, bro. And my man, Keith Nolan said, the Lucky Punch, the Ride podcast literally posted a video of Coach Kenny working with Gervonta to counter off the ropes exactly how he knocked him out. Dude, that was very planned because you know what he said? Keith Nolan, much love in that super chat, Keith Nolan. He called him stupid. He said, man, he said, man, that man's not awkward. That man's just dumb. He said, man, he is not doing, he said, we know awkward fighters. He's not awkward. He's just a dumbass fighter. And he proved it. He's just dumb. Rolly ran right into that shot. Why would you run? Why would you run at Gervonta? Why would you run right? Why would you run at Gervonta? If you are winning the fight, if you think you're winning the fight because you're staying with that jab, why would you stay with the jab and stay on the outside? Why would you go barreling in there? Oh, man. And boom. Man, that was classic, dog. Oh, that shit was classic, bro. Carl Davidson, Tank calling out a fighter that's not available. I thought he was available. I thought he was available. I thought he was available. Is he available or is he not available? Or does it just depend on what argument you're making at the time? Which of those you're going to use? Is he available or is he not? Yeah, he called a fight. First of all, he called for a fighter that he said he wanted to fight next. What's the problem? Damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? So if Gervonta Davis doesn't say anything about him at all, then he's ducking him because he didn't say anything at all. If he calls him out, then, he's just capped because he's calling for a guy that's not available. Let me ask you, dude, what is he supposed to do? Call him out or not call him out? And I'll wait for your answer. Is he not supposed to say his name? Is that what you would prefer? John Boy said, Ty, Big Bro Blacksmith, and yeah, shout out to all the big supporters. Thank you. Respect to y'all. Hello, Mike Kirkland. And he said, and Laugh Out Loud and Angie Wise. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for that support. So let me ask you again, because I don't mind doing this today. Where'd you go? Carl Dickerson. What's he supposed to do? Not call him out? Because if he doesn't call him out, he's ducking him. He's not chasing him. When he did call him out, now he's not supposed to call him out because the guy's not available. What do you want him to do? Call him or not call him out? Which one's he supposed to do? Let me know. In order for Gervonta to be real, what's he supposed to do? Because if he keeps his mouth shut, he's ducking. And if he calls him out, he's really just playing make-believe. Which one is he supposed to do? Y'all suck. I'm maintaining this, dog. Y'all suck. Y'all suck. Just make the commercial and shut up. Just make your commercial and then shut up. Okay? I got you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm waiting on you, dog. Because seriously, dude, I knew it was going to come around to this. This is why I never took that side. I never took that point. I never went with that. Because these bozos ain't never getting me like that. Now I know y'all sick because y'all are done. You got fried. Fried. And you know why you got fried? Because, dog, if I would have done this with Gary Russell Jr., if I actually did the same thing with Gary, same shit would have happened, bro. Just to let you know. Same shit would have happened. Yeah, it would have. Same shit would have happened. Believe it. But it would have been a lot worse. You know why? Because I would have pulled the contract out and went through it. And it would have been worse. Worse. Don't like that, do you? But you're all out here talking that smack. All out there talking that smack. It'd have been worse. Because I'd have pulled the contract out and asked questions about that contract. Y'all wouldn't have liked that. You wouldn't have liked that at all. Whole thing was done. OG, can I test your boxing knowledge with three questions? No, you cannot. A. Easter? No. You can ask me 3 straight questions. That's your right. But, I'd appreciate if you don't test. How can you test my knowledge? Are you my teacher? If you are not my teacher, you can't test me, no. But you can ask me 3 questions and I can give you an answer to them. And if I don't know the answer, I will tell you I don't know the answer. But no, you cannot test me. I do not submit to your authority. That makes sense to you. But I don't mind answering your questions, though. Oh, no, A. Easter, I don't think you are being disrespectful. Answer questions. You can ask the questions. I will tell you if I don't know. But that's not good. If I don't know an answer to your question, that's not going to, that just means I don't know that particular answer. I don't know where you can go with it. I've had guys ask me, who is the IBF WBA champion? Who's the IBF 118-pound champion in 1982? And I'd have to say, well, there wasn't one in 1982. However, if you said 2006, I wouldn't know. Why? I don't keep every fact known. You ask the question. Yeah, just ask the question, man. I just am submitting that I'm not doing that, though. Because that's what a lot of cats try to do. They will literally try to be like, man, you didn't know this. You don't know your boxing. You had to go to BoxRec to answer that question. Yeah, I did. So what? You went to BoxRec before you asked the question. And if you didn't have to go to, let me tell you something. And if some of these questions you don't have to go to BoxRec to answer, you need to go get a woman. Because you cannot tell me you were alive in 1912, homie. You know what I'm saying? What did you see the fight? Some of these cats be talking about fights that took place in 1912 like they were there. Like, man, nobody was alive. Ain't nobody who was in a fight at 112 then even alive now. So why are you asking like this is obvious? Anyway, ask the question, man. Ask the question, man. Boots Stanionis coming up off, or say Boots versus Stanionis coming up off that belt. Hey, man, he gonna dude. Hey, man, Jerron Boots Ennis versus Stanionis would be a good fight and murder at the same time. And bloody murder at the same time. Man, I cannot imagine. He says, stop sizing up for nine and ask your question so he can learn. Yeah, just ask him exactly. That's, hey, Mark Decisions. Yeah, exactly, dog. Don't size me up, bro. Like, man, come on, man. But ask the question. I'm already going to tell you, there's a bunch of questions in boxing I can't answer. A bunch. Would it be advantageous for Boots to campaign in 2 divisions while trying to build his legacy at the same time? No. I think it would be best for him to stay right where he is and let Steven Espinoza and those guys build that dude's career and get him that championship. Sorry for the delay. I'm at work. Where's the question? Where's the question? A Easter. Just put the question in. Put the question there, man. Would it be advantageous for Boots to No, okay, no, I got that. No, I wouldn't. Hey, yeah, man, much love in that super chat and the Cash App, brother. Thank y'all for the support, bro. And I don't mean to be cliche with that. Seriously, you guys are the reason I can do this channel. And I'm being straight up to you, with you, no doubt about it. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, come on, man. You delaying. Don't worry about the delay. Ask the question. I told everybody that the Bud and Errol fight not going to happen. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It may happen. It's not out of the realm of possibility that the fight's going to happen. I will tell you this though. It didn't get announced yesterday on the 4th of July. Which reminds me of something else, bro. I didn't say that it was going to get announced on the 4th of July. I said other people were talking about it getting announced on the 4th of July, which is a big difference. And if you listen to the video, hater, I would say, how are you going to announce it on the 4th of July? It's a national holiday. That's what I said. But, you know, don't let that get in your way. Don't let that get in your way, son. Oh, how old was George Foreman when he became the oldest heavyweight champion, and who was it against? Dog, seriously, man. A Easter, why would you answer that question? Those are the exact type of stupid questions I don't like. He was over 40 years old, and he fought Michael Moorer. I don't know if he was 41 or if he was 42. He was over 40 years old, maybe 45 years old, and he fought Michael Moore. Right? My guess is 45 years old and Michael Moore. However, can we please not do those type of questions? All right. So if you ask me, can you do that? No, you cannot. Okay. That's a troll question. Let me test your boxing knowledge. Dude, that is a random ass fact. Okay? He said, are you really at work or did you just spend time Googling that? Yeah, exactly. Let me see if I can get a question that'll stump him. How old is Michael? Yeah. Bronner or Omar? Give me Omar Figueroa. Give me Figueroa in that fight. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with Omar Figueroa in that fight. I mean, seriously, I hadn't thought about that since when the fight took place wasn't it in the 90s or the 80s when that happened. There's nothing left. Bronner ain't gonna win that fight, man. Give me Omar Figueroa, bro. Give me Omar Figueroa, man. Omar Figueroa throws so many punches, man. So many punches, man. Yeah, the fight. I don't even know if you can call that fight off. I just don't think the fight was ever made. Honestly, which would you, first of all, dude, I do not answer any questions where you ask me to be honest. I do not answer any questions where you ask me to be honest. Just answer the question, bro. Just ask the question. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. Hey, Panay, who did dog? He beat Sergio Martinez to win the middleweight title. Sergio Martinez, and what was the date? I have no freaking clue. But he beat Sergio Martinez. Which one would you pick? Thank you. Which one would you pick if Loma fought Tank? Tank. Give me Tank, because Lomachenko gonna get hit with something nasty. That's what Lomachenko's probably gonna get knocked out, bro. Like, seriously, man, because he throws so many punches. If he's engaging with Tank like that, dude, he's gonna get hit with something nasty. I would say, honestly, that's why I favor Tank over a lot of people, man. He said, and what was the date? Like, if that ain't a box rec question, I don't know, sometime in the year. You know what I'm saying? The day, I remember that day was today. You know what I mean? I know B More, big boy. Over Shakur, yeah, I'll take him over Shakur too. But I don't know, the fights could go either way. All those fights could go either way, bro. All those fights could go the other way. All of them. You know what I mean? All of them can go the other way. You know what I'm saying? All of them. All of them could go either way. They're all excellent fighters. And ain't none of these guys ducking. Dude, this is the thing that gets me with the whole Tank thing. Dude, Tank will fight Devin. Why wouldn't he? You know what I mean? It's this idea. It's this idea y'all try to sell that people are literally afraid of Devin Haney. That to me, it just does not make sense. That they're literally afraid of him. I don't see that. Can they lose to him? Most definitely. They could lose to him. But why would they be afraid of him? He's not out there beating people up. He's out there outboxing people. You know what I mean? And that outboxing stuff, they ain't guaranteed for that to work. Just doesn't make any sense for Tank to be afraid of him. For what? If anybody's afraid, it should be the guy that is getting in there with somebody that's readily concussing people. For now, does Spence remind you of this generation's Aaron Pryor? No, actually, I think Gervonta Davis reminds me more of Aaron Pryor than Tank does. Gervonta Davis reminds me more of him. The next two for 9 is who created the WBC belt? Who created the WBC belt? A committee from the WBA, a committee that broke apart from the WBA in the early 1960s. Probably somebody in the Suleiman family, since it seems like a family-owned business. He said, "Damn, I actually thought he beat the Jewish guy in Yankee Stadium. It was Maravilla. Yeah, he beat. Yeah, he beat. He beat. He beat Sergio Martinez. Old kind of. Oh, I missed your super chat. My bad, brother. My bad, brother. Hold on 1 second. Oh, oh, my bad. I missed a couple super chats. My man John Boy said, has any of the Link Canahan fighters gotten a fight? Oh, I missed that one. And then you said I missed one else. Have any of the linked ones gotten a fight? Josh Taylor? Yeah, Josh Taylor. But Josh Taylor turned down a fight. So I don't know, bro. And I actually got to check out Trey. I got to check out Tay's. I'm sorry, man, that I missed that super chat, bro. I don't see it, man. Soda Black, hold on 1 second. Hold on, Soda Black. I did get your super chat though, Soda Black. That's not today, is it? It's not showing up. Where did? It's not there, Soda Black. Nah, your super chat's not there, Soda Black. I just looked through it, bro. Your super chat didn't come through. I looked on the other screen and I just went back. I don't think your super chat went through, brother. My bad. Blacksmith Ross said, excuse me. He said, "Hey, Fanon, let me know if my logic is way off or a little. Tank speed, accuracy, and ring generalship is equal to Haney and Shakur or close, but the great equalizer Tank has is one punch power." I don't think that's illogical at all. It's all true. I think that they're all true. Oh, he became a member. Hey, man, thank you for becoming a member, brother. Thank you. Hey, Black Soda Black, brother. Thank you for becoming a member, brother. Thank you so much, man. Okay, so it's not a super chat. Thank you very much, man, for becoming a member, man. My bad, Soda Black, for missing that when it came through. That's my bad. Hey, but hold on 1 second. Rolly can't beat Devin? Probably not. All righty. My bad. Let me slide back, brother. Thank y'all so much for y'all support, bro. But nah, Blacksmith Ross, your logic is straight on point. Black, hey man, Soda Black in the building. He said, I asked who's more Hall of Fame worthy, Sean Porter or AB. It was a highlight chat for my second month becoming a member. Thank you, brother. I'm sorry. Shout out to the chat and UOG. Wow. That's a great question. Probably Sean Porter. Probably Sean Porter. Probably Sean Porter. I think. Probably Sean Porter. Two-time champion at 147. And a broadcaster. You know, he has a broadcast career, so that stuff outside the ring. AB is just had just like the over half of his trash. Over half of his career has been trash. Over half of his career at this point in time. Keith Nolan said, "Okay, Fanon, what shoelaces did Ali wear in 1964, and what color were they? Also, what was the number of his Cheetos that he ate out of the cereal bowl in 1963?" Okay, Cheerios. The Cheerio question. Hold on one second. Okay. So the Cheerios question, I would say none, because I don't think he was a Cheerios guy. And number two, definitely not. In 19, okay, first of all, he wouldn't eat Cheerios in September 3rd, 1967, because he was already Muslim. And since he was already Muslim, he already had people cooking his food for him. So he would have been eating something from the Nation of Islam, like a bean pie or something of that variety. And what shoelaces did he wear in 1964? What color were they? He wore a lot of shoelaces, black for certain. Okay. And I do believe he also in 1964 wore white shoelaces because he fought in white shoes, similar to what Sugar Ray Robinson did. So he fought in some white shoes, and he had white laces. And he also, I saw him wear some loafers, and there were some definitely black laces because there were black shoes. So there you go. That's the best I can answer those. Test my boxing knowledge. Black Preacher Man Caleb said, how many toss-up fights has Bud had in the 38? None. Zero. None. 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 He said, damn, Fernando answer anything. I'm just telling you, 1967, he wasn't going to eat no Cheerios. You know what I'm saying? These Nation of Islam ain't buying boxes of Cheerios. They man ain't selling their own morning say some oats or some shit like that. He gonna be eating in 1967. And his shoelaces definitely sometime in that year black. Nation gonna come for you now? No, I'm telling you, why would I say they sell bean pies? Why would the Nation of Islam come for me? They do sell bean pies. I've bought Nation of Islam bean pies many times. That's the truth. They sold bean pies. They made and sold their bean pies. That's not an insult. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Man, I ain't never getting that money back. Said, man, he ain't never getting that money back. What you talking about, man? Stupid ass. Stupid ass. Did I say the Cheetos were contaminated with pork, you dumbass? Did I? No, I did not say that. What I said was he would have been eating cereal and foods that were made by the Nation of Islam. In 1967, my partner, dumbass, he had his own cook. He had his own cook. Why would his cook be serving him Cheerios, dummy? Duh. Duh. Now, maybe he did. Maybe he did eat Cheerios. But if I was betting, I would say he probably had some eggs. He probably had some fruit. He probably had some very nice meal made for him specifically by the cook that is in his mansion working for him. Dummy. Man, that ain't contaminated with pork. But he probably ate oatmeal. A black preacher man sports camp said facts. He was a duck. He has a duck the tough ones in his career. Now, I'm not saying he's ducked them. I'm just saying he's never. Brooke Michi said, Fanon talk like he can fight. How do you talk like you can fight, idiot? Man, I swear, some of y'all are the dumbest niggas I've ever met in my life. Anyway, Keith, I'll get to you, dummy, Brooke Michi. I'll get to you in a second, dummy. You write like you can think. I think those kind of questions are ridiculous, but I got to give a 5 spot just because you actually answered the question. Best channel. Thank you, brother. Look, bro. Look, dummy. You either fight or you don't fight. And I promise you, I can fight. Moron. I can fight. Abs, watch this. Boom, boom. See that? I threw a punch. See that? I threw a punch. Okay? I threw a punch. I just proved to you I can fight. If you're close enough to me, I know how to punch you. I act like I know how to fight. What the fuck are you talking about? The question is, do you know how to fight well? And can you beat a particular? I hate this shit. Can you beat a particular person, idiot? You talk like you can fight, man. Y'all just say anything, bro. like y'all just say anything, pour out your pie hole, bro. Now that's what you meant to say. You meant to say Fanon says anything that comes to his mind. First of all, I do not say anything that comes to my mind. Okay? But everything that I say comes to my mind. But I won't say everything that comes to my mind. Believe it. Nobody does. You be talking all day. Dallas Troy said, I'll pay for that. Oh, Fanon on his friend Sanford, dummy. I mean, even what else am I supposed to call people that do that stuff? That say those type of silly things, bro. Can I beat up Terence Crawford? No, I cannot. I am 100% convinced. 100% convinced I cannot beat up Terence Crawford in a fight, bro. All right? I'm 100% sure of that, bro. Okay? No. Yes, you can. No, with a bat, something. If I got something on me, you know what I mean? If I got something on me, yeah. But he's way smaller than me. Little dude, man. Terence Crawford's to me, look like not a real little dude, but a smaller guy. He's a smaller guy, man. What scenario do you see Crawford beating Spence by getting a flash knockout? A flash knockout, catching him with something. Same way that I've seen him beat everybody else. By catching him something. Nah, I can't do that, bro. The BG 21st said, do you think they will say Spence is ducking if he's done with the negotiations nonsense and moves on? Without a doubt. Without a doubt, they will. Because they're going to say, some people are going to say it's Bud, some people are going to say it's Errol. At the end of the day, man, it's Bud fans' fault because y'all didn't buy his pay-per-views. Like if there's one thing that's going to hold that fight up, I'm telling you, man, it's the fact that he didn't do well on pay-per-view, man. I'm telling you, man, those numbers are real, man. That stuff actually counts. People want to act like it don't count, but it don't count. Double Zero said Fanon, Sugar Ray Leonard Floyd Mayweather versus Sugar Ray, which one? Both beat him, in my opinion. In a fight, I'll take both of them over Floyd Mayweather. I think they both beat him in a fight, if that's what you mean. The fight is on. Floyd Mayweather confirmed it. When did Floyd confirm it, Zoran? When did he confirm it? In the last 5 minutes? Because he didn't confirm it yesterday. Did I watch my boy last night? Who was that? Who's my boy last night? A Subjugated Truth said, I think Tank's low center of gravity allows him to sit down in his punches better, and generates his power. Yeah, he's also just a better athlete than them dudes. He's just a better athlete. No joke. That dude's a better athlete. That dude's a better athlete, man. Marquis said, BF, what about BF? Say don't play like that. Look, man, we'll see when it happens, bro. Trust me. We'll see. You're not talking about, look, hold on a second, man. Let me go back. 1 second, man. Y'all got to give me something, man. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to do it personally. Hold on, bro. I don't see him. You can just throw Bro Michi out, man. Just somebody block Bro Michi. Seriously, man. Seriously, man. Stop. Stop with the kids stuff, man. Please stop with the kids stuff. Blacksmith, hey, my man, Black Preacher Man, sports fan, Caleb, brother, thank you so much, man. Bud was not a top prospect coming into the pros. Bradley and Mikey put him on with Bob, but it was Bob. Could it be he was built up by Bob like a paper champ? I don't think so, man, but there's signs of it. Much love in that super chat, brother. You know, there's signs of that. I mean, like, not signs of it. There's like there is you could look at his resume and make an argument that could be the case just because he really has not but at the same time, it's hard to watch him fight and say that. You know what I mean? Like Anthony Joshua I think Anthony Joshua was that way. Anthony Joshua just eventually got trapped. You know what I mean? He eventually, Anthony Joshua could not go up a weight class. He could, but at the same time, dude, dude, he's obviously within the ring. That man can fight, man. You know what I mean? So if you look at like how his career developed, you could say that obviously he's got a lot of fights that he was favored to win, right? And heavily favored to win. But at the same time, looking at him as a fighter, I don't see it with him as a fighter. I will say, though, dude, that he does have a lot of gaps in his game, like a lot of openings and stuff that, as far as like holding his hands down low, lifting his head up. I don't think he's like the perfect fighter that some people portray him to be. And I think the Errol Spence Terence Crawford fight is a legitimate, I just want to see what happens type of fight, And I wouldn't, but seriously, at the same time, man, Errol to me just looks to be so defensively sound. He's just so tight with his game, man. You know what I mean? I'm tired of this non-fight boxing. I've never been so stupid. I don't care anymore. I'm tired of this non-fight boxing. I've never seen so stupid. I don't care anymore. You do care because you're talking, man. Shit. Be consistent, man. You're complaining. You care. If you didn't care, you wouldn't watch. Seriously. Jamal Haka said, I stopped by to check the atmosphere. Spence is a businessman. Crawford is tied to Aaron Plantation and lacks the personality to sell a fight. Well, you know what it is, man. I would say, Spiro Book said, do you think Bud owes MTK Global under the table? That's why he's asking for a certain amount. I know that's a silly thought. Dude, I don't think he can't own MTK Global anything because MTK Global went out of business. There's no MTK Global to owe any money to. MTK Global shut down. So nah, dog. Oh, some of these guys are King, RuPaul. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I forgot. Blacksmith Ross said Tyson Fury called Anthony Joshua the weightlifter. Yeah, he is, man. He is. But anyway, man, I want to see Joe Joyce Tyson Fury. That's a fight I want to see. I want to see Joe Joyce Tyson Fury. Joe Joyce is slower than molasses. God dog, that man is slow. But he's huge. And he hits hard. And I don't think he's going to be able to grab that dude, man. And I think he's got a really good chin. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, man, right there, bro. He said he a not dumb boxer, Fanon. That's your what? He's not a dumb boxer. That's why, Fanon. Errol is one of the most fundamentally sound 147. Yeah, it looks to me to be one of the most fundamentally sound fighters in boxing. This looks very, very fundamental, bro. What is this, man? Who pays for this? Trey B in the building. What's going on? Say, hey, Fanon, since we're asking random questions, I've been wondering, what do you think makes Bud Crawford career Hall of Fame worthy? That he's an undisputed champion at 140, and that he was a champion at 135. That he's got, I don't know how many fights, he's got 36-0, and he's just a hell of a fighter, man. Beat some really good names, other guys that could be in contention for the Hall of Fame, that's why I think he would be, And then you look at some of the other people that are in there. Antonio Tarver's in there. Antonio Tarver got in. If Antonio Tarver gets in, I don't know why Terence Crawford wouldn't. Miguel Cotto got in there. If Miguel Cotto gets in there, for me, Terence Crawford's in there. So that's why I would say he's in there. Terence Crawford's a hell of a fighter, man. I'm not going to take nothing away. I don't take anything away from him, man. Soda Black said, it's hard, it's hard being black. What color was the popcorn lady shirt? Spence, what color was the popcorn lady shirt? Spence versus KB. Oh, I don't know, man. There's a lot of lady shirts in there. But more, I don't know, man. You got me on that one. You stumped me. I don't know my boxing. You stumped me. Much love in that super chat, bro. Yeah, get the likes up, man. Let's see, man. Let's see what these likes look like, man. Can we get them likes over 600, man? 700 in the likes, man. Y'all messing me over, brother. Y'all messing me over, man. Where the likes at, man? Where the likes at? Here's some Bud hate. Yeah, I don't have any Bud hate, man. These guys got me wrong, bro. What happened to Charmbe Mitchell? He retired. That's what happened to Charmbe Mitchell. He's probably in D.C. I suspect he's out there in D.C. doing something. Hope he's well, man. I like Charmbe. I like Charmbe Mitchell. He's a good fighter. Al Haymond said, I feel like you like Bud because you live in Texas. You only like Bud. I feel like you only like Bud because you live in Texas. Dude, what in the hell would that have to do with anything? Hold on, man. Yeah. It's you. You definitely do just say random stupid shit, King. Like you are completely figured out, dog. You really do just say stupid shit. Like any old type of dumb shit comes to your head. Let me say something stupid. Yeah, I got you, man. Sure. I heard for years how basic Spence was for years, but now it's time to make the fight. Bud isn't approaching like it's basic. No, man. But basics will kill you. Dude, basics are the hardest thing to deal with, man. Basics are the hardest thing to deal with. Really. The basics. The basics are the toughest things, some of the toughest things to deal with because the basics are extremely consistent. And sometimes talent can overcome that. But what if your talent can't overcome it? What if you're not that much more talented than the other guy that really has the basics down? You know what I mean? And that guy is younger than you. And the guy is really stronger than you in the way that matters. Right? In the way that matters. Black Preacher Man K said Bud only fought four fighters out of 38 fighters that had a possibility of the Hall. Porter, Brooke, Khan, Gamboa. Can you name someone else? That's a lot, though. That's only fought 4. That's a lot. But Amir Khan does not have but 2 of those guys do not have it, though. I would say the only people that would have a chance are really Porter and Brook. I don't think Amir Khan's got a chance at the Hall of Fame, man. Maybe, though, but I don't think so. And definitely not Gamboa. Anybody else? Nah, I can't really say. No, I really couldn't say. But he's beaten several. He's beaten several people that have been Olympic gold medalists. You know, he's done what he's supposed to do in his career, man. You know what I'm saying? He's done what he needs to do in his career. Hey, man, we over the 300, 600 likes, man. Y'all make sure you hit the like button, man. Y'all doing me dirty, bro. We on here all the time, bro. Talking this stuff, man. I can't believe my son got me saying bro so much. I think I've said bro 30 times today. Hey, bro. And I've said it like legitimately meaning it too. Like as a natural thing. But yeah, the basics are tough, man. People that are really fundamentally sound, that's difficult. A basketball player that's very fundamentally sound is very hard to deal with. Because any mistake that you make, they're in position to take advantage of. And anything that you're trying to do, they're not giving you a lot of things for you to take advantage of. So unless you can like really stay on the jab outside and use your, you know what I mean, and have like crazy endurance, that stuff gets harder to do. Bro is the new catchphrase for Fanon. Yeah, it saves from bruh, bro, brother, man. You know, all of that stuff is all kind of mixed in. John Boy, much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much. Yeah, Larry Bird was basic and he was killing people. He was killing people. He was basic and he was killing people. Very, very, very fundamentally sound and basic. Hey, I saw Tim Duncan like 2 weeks ago and said, JT said, Tim Duncan basic as hell, but the best power forward ever. Look, man, I saw Tim Duncan in person and I was amazed at how God awfully big that dude is. Man, dude, that trips me out every time, dog, that I see somebody like one of them basketball players and you've seen them on TV, but you never seen them in person. That man is absolutely, positively gigantic, man. And dude did not appreciate people asking him for pictures. The kid asked him for a picture. He looked like, all right. Didn't smile, walk right off, make sure that nobody else bother him with one, man. But yeah, man, that dude is huge, brother. I said, how can you guard that? Like, what can you do with him, man? That's a joke. You know what I mean? Kevin Garnett, you're wrong. KG, you're wrong. You're not talking to me. I don't know what you're talking about. Look, I'm not doing that pause stuff anymore. You need to correct your brain, bro. If you hear sexual innuendo in everything that you hear, that's on y'all, man. Blacksmith Ross said, master of the fundamentals almost always wins Fanon, and Spence fundamentals is good like Marquez or B-Hop. The only way to beat fundamentals is animalistic ability like Roy Jones, but is very rare to have. Yeah, exactly. And you got to be in your prime. And that other guy cannot have, and there's another one, Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s fundamentals. Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s fundamentals were pristine. Pristine. Floyd is incredibly fundamentally sound and could vary and could do all kind of different stuff and was fundamentally sound and very fundamentally sound in different ways. KG, I don't know what that KG, you're wrong. KG was better than Tim Duncan. Man, I'm a huge Kevin Garnett fan, and Kevin Garnett wouldn't agree with that. That cat won a lot of championships. You could not do nothing with that dude, man. That dude was a bucket, a walking bank shot. Bing, 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 bing. And them dudes ran off. I don't know how many championships did he get? 5? How many KG got? And I'm a huge Kevin Garnett fan. No way in the world was Dirk. Man, Dirk Nowitzki went no better than Kevin Garnett, man, please. Overrated ass. That dude overrated as, man, overrated as overrated comes. Dirk Nowitzki, one of the most overrated basketball players I've ever actually watched. And I watched him. So I know Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki is overrated like a champ. very good, but overrated and not as good as Kevin Garnett, in my opinion. I can't answer that silly question, bro. I can't answer that. He does not. That's an insult. Nassim who? Nassim Richardson? Floyd Senior versus Nassim Richardson as a trainer? I don't know, man. I may give the edge to. Fuck are you talking about, bro? First of all, idiot, I'm not a blood. Second of all, idiot, this shirt ain't green. This shirt ain't blue, it's green. Can somebody throw him out? First of all, moron, I'm not a blood, I'm a noob. Second of all, this is green, it's not blue. Anyway. No, you don't mean that. You do not mean no, you do not mean Nassim Ahmed. No, he doesn't. No, you don't. You do not mean that at all. That's why you ain't reading their comments. Yeah, silliness like that, that's just silly. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with that. I have to take that question seriously in order to answer that. Who is the greatest I'm going to tell you I have no idea who the greatest. It's a team sport. So there isn't one. Because I've never seen these guys play one-on-one, so I couldn't tell you. Basketball is a team sport. And different people play different positions. So I have no idea. No idea. Do I think Errol Spence is Hall of Fame worthy? More than likely he is. Yeah, a couple more fights, he will be. He's definitely on his way. But anyway, yeah, basketball is a team sport, so I don't even know how to judge that. They all need teammates. None of them can win without a teammate. None of them. Dirk versus Luka for that matter. Yeah, I can't even speak enough about that guy Luka. I can't judge that. I don't know. If that's obvious, really the best scorer of all time, I would suspect you go with who scores the most would be Wilt Chamberlain. As the best scorer ever is Wilt Chamberlain. I don't see any of those guys with a 100-point game. Right? The best scorer ever, you have to go with Wilt Chamberlain. Spurgood Marshall, do you think Hagler was methodical or fundamental? I think he was both. Yeah. I liked him, man. I like Chris Bird a lot. He should have never been at heavyweight, though. He literally is a super middleweight. He got screwed over on his career, but he's a hell of a fighter to be able to do what he did. Hey, man, stop asking me about these questions, bro. I'm not going to answer that question. It's a stupid question. I'm not going to throw you out. I'm putting you out on timeout. Don't ask me that stupid question anymore, man. Mr. Ricks. Oh, Jordan Higgins said, how do you see, Danny Garcia versus Jose Benavidez going? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, man. I think it'll go 12 rounds, and I got Danny Garcia. I got Danny Garcia winning that fight. I think Danny Garcia is the better fighter, but I don't know how that fight's going to go. I've not seen Jose Benavidez. I don't know if Benavidez got two legs or not. And I don't know. And I think if Danny Garcia hits him, he's going to go to sleep. That's what I think, but I don't know, man. You said Oscar Robinson was the GOAT. Did you watch him fight? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, get out of here, man. You're a fucking scumbag. JD said, Fanon, will you be watching the World Athletic, the WB Championships in a few days? World, you talking track and field championships? Nah, probably not, man. I don't know. Because I cut the cord. I don't even know where to watch it. Anyway, yeah, man, you guys just ask. Hey, can you block him? This guy? I don't want to go do it. If you wouldn't mind not allowed, will you throw not allowed out? Are you surprised the disrespect Shields is getting? What disrespect is she getting? I have not heard any disrespect for Clarissa Shields. What disrespect is she getting? I haven't heard any. I don't know. Who is my favorite tennis player? Venus Williams. My favorite all-time female tennis player is Venus Williams. I am and was a huge Venus Williams fan. Venus Williams. Q Lee said, I watched the Peterson versus Spence fight, and man, he showed his boxing skills in that one. He would have broken his orbital bone too if it wasn't stopped. Yeah, man. Definitely outboxed that dude, man. Even though he's towards the end of his career, man. Buzz, hey, what's going on, Bub 703? What's your opinion of Emmanuel Augustus? Hilarious, bro. That's my first and foremost, bro. I would say that he is absolutely hilarious in the ring, bro. I don't know if there's anybody I've ever seen that I had more fun watching. More fun than anyone I've seen. I've never had more fun watching anybody than I had watching him. What about Serena? Nah, she's not my favorite. I like Venus. Serena's a brat. I root for Serena. She's the greatest tennis player. She's the best tennis player. Men, she may. If you neutralize for men and women, Serena Williams may be the greatest athlete ever. Serena Williams is like that, dude. Like, Serena is like that. But you asked me who my favorite was. My favorite is Venus. Serena's a spoiled brat, bro. I don't like how she acts. I'm not a fan of how Serena Williams acts. However, as far as her ability in a sport, I don't think I've ever seen an athlete better than her at what she does. She's as good at women's tennis as any athlete I've ever seen. Any athlete that I've ever seen. Yeah, but he also played a lot of years. Kareem. He played a lot of years. Yeah, that's what I thought, bro. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought, bro. You. See ya. That's not going to take much to get you out of here, brother. That's exactly what I thought, bro. Did you watch Sweet Pea finale? Yeah, absolutely. I watched Sweet Pea, yeah. Yeah, but I watched Serena and I know tennis. I know tennis as well as I know boxing. And actually she's as good as Tiger Woods is at golf. Yeah, she's like that, man. Yikes, she's like it. Golf, it's hard. It's really hard for me to gauge as much with golf, but Tiger Woods is like that. But Tiger Woods, Ali, Serena Williams, Serena's Jesus. You don't have any other idea how hard that shit is to do what she does, to win like she wins. That's a lot. Seriously, that's a lot. It's a lot. She did a lot. It is not the same thing. Winning a boxing match is easier than winning a tennis tournament. She has a harder sport. Like, boxing is harder in, like, the actual fight is harder on your body. You know what I mean? And, like, you can get knocked out and the training is really, really hard. However, there is no ducking in tennis. There's no ducking in tennis. I can't judge. I'm talking about me. I didn't pay attention to swimming. You cannot duck in tennis. There's no duck. None. You get who you get, and you got to beat who they put in front of you. And if that person don't lose and you don't lose, you're going to meet. So yeah, man, she's off the chain, dude. But who my favorite is Venus Williams. Because Venus took a step. I think Venus sort of took a step back for Serena too. Is Haney the best lightweight? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to say anybody knows who the best lightweight is because the best lightweights have not fought each other. That is, I don't know. You know what I mean? I do not know. I have no clue who the best is until they fight. It's, in my opinion, it's either Lomachenko, Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis. That's who I would say. Isn't tennis the only sport where college kids used to be able to make money? I don't know, man. I don't know about that, man. I can't say. Then what are the belts for? To hold up people's pants. What you want me to tell you? You think George Kambosos? Hey, by the way, frequent flyer. Was George Kambosos the best lightweight? Was George Kambosos the best lightweight? Let me know. No, he wasn't. There you go. There you go. That's what it is. You can't tell. I don't know if you're the best fighter. That's why you have to have fights. Right? Is Canelo Alvarez the best at 168? I don't know. Look, Fanon, you can play football, you can play basketball and tennis, but you can't play boxing. You can die in boxing, boxing harder, and most say the same. No, let me tell you what I mean by that. Most definitely the skill of boxing is the hardest. It's the biggest risk when you're in the ring. However, if you're talking about winning a major championship, it is harder for an individual to win a major championship. Because in order to win a major championship, you literally have to beat, I don't know, 128, 64, what is it, 300, whatever, 168, 64, 32, 16, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. You got to win like 9 matches and get all the way through it. And you have to fight, you have to play whoever it is that they put in front of you. What I mean is that it's in boxing, though, you can have a lot of mismatches. You can get a lot of mismatches and still be a champion. That's what I mean. She's not a boxer, right? So clearly I'm not saying that it's harder to hit a tennis racket than it is to take a punch. That's not what I mean. What I'm telling you is that it is a task, okay, to get through all of those, and guess what? You have to defend that against everybody. You don't get to pick and choose who you're fighting. There is no other side of the street in tennis, right? There is no, well, will we ever see this fight happening? You'll see it if they win. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? And in tennis, you never lose until it's over. I mean, till it's over. Like, you can't run out the clock. Dude, if you start losing, there ain't no clock in that mug. Ain't no running. You gotta win those games. You got to win those games. That's what I mean by it. I don't mean that it's a harder sport. I mean, like, for real, she's the best. There ain't no question of whether or not she's the best because she beat all of the best. There ain't nobody out there like, oh, they didn't let me in the tournament. No. No. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's where I am on it, man. But look, man, I love boxing, man. So I'm not trying to shortstop boxers. Say that, yeah, there ain't no cherry picking in tennis at all. There ain't no cherry. Golf, man, you got all kind of shit. They'll do all kind of funny shit in golf. I still don't believe that golf shit. Okay, I'm just going to tell you. They rigged that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they rigged the hell out of that. Blacksmith Ross, Fanon, I get what you're saying when it comes to talking sports. We try to force boxing as a sport and make it palatable to watch. Boxing is a gladiator sport. Yeah, absolutely. It's vicious, man. It's tough, man. Like, no joke. It's tough. That shit is no joke. You know what I mean? Yeah, just don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that, you know, but I will tell you that tennis is it's hard, man. It's hard to do. Like it's easier to box than it is to play tennis, man. like at a very, very high, I mean, at a dude, it like can I say, it is a seriously skill oriented. Like for example, with boxing, if you are bigger, right? Like say for example, you have a very, very skilled female boxer, right? And you got a really big, strong man that you put boxing gloves on and teach him the rudimentaries of it, right? That really big guy is going to beat that woman in a boxing match. As soon as he gets the rudimentaries. With tennis, it ain't like that. A 12-year-old girl will, man, there are grown men that have been playing tennis that know the rudimentaries of tennis, who will play tennis for 20 years. They'll get in there with the wrong 12-year-old girl and get blown out. Like they'll jump in there with the wrong 12-year-old girl, and that 12-year-old girl will destroy them in a tennis match. It's so skill oriented, man. It's so skill oriented. And by the way, they'll hit through you. They'll hit through you, man. They'll do all kind of, it's crazy, man. Tennis is very, very, very skill oriented. It's hard. That's a hard sport. Cortland Howard said, tennis is so damn hard. I took a class as a top 5 hardest things, and I'm a baseball player. Yeah, because it's just, dude, I know how to, yeah, it's tough, man. It's just really, really tough, man. You know what I mean? Hey, man, you got to get out of here, brother. I don't know what to say with you anymore. Why? Oh, Jesus. Why are you? Can't I hate this thing? Man, I want to get rid of this computer. I love the picture, but I swear I don't like this. Hold on one second, man. I'm not doing Ryan Garcia commercials. See you later, brother. Playing against a teen in tennis is top in the country. Will have you washed. Teen can be a boy or a girl. Boxing, at least you have a puncher's chance. Try return a serve or hit a nice backhand. Dude, seriously, man. Try to hit it. Try to do anything with it. I mean, try to do anything with that damn racket. Try to hit the ball back. Try to get that shit to actually land over there on that side of the court. You know what I'm saying? Just thank God that name was annoying. Yeah, you got to get out of here, brother. Sorry, man. George, so what are the top 3 fights I want to see? Errol, Spence, Terence, Crawford, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, and Gervonta Tank Davis versus Vasily Lomachenko. Those are the 3 top fights I want to see. Those 3. John Boy in the building. Much love in that super chat, bro. Now, seriously, I would rather see Devin Haney and Gervonta. I put Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis as number 3. But not in any particular order. Because the best one I want to see, I'm just telling you, the fight I most want to see is that fight between Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. I want that fight. I want that fight. I don't care who the heavyweight champion is. I want to see that fight. That fight to me is still something to be made. What do you think about Errol being a weight bully in a division that is silly? Blacksmith Ross said, for now, you correct 100%, lots of skill, and a girl will destroy you easy. But if you can take the death power from boxing, translate it to tennis, you have an example of a 300 ranked guy beating Serena Williams. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, seriously, if you had, but see, let me see. If you take the death power from boxing, translate it to tennis, you have an example of a 300 ranked guy beating the Williams sisters. Yeah, that's what's going on, Marlon Swicey Sims. Yeah, it's really tough to do. I'm just trying to tell you, it's so skill oriented. And you got to be in dumb ass shape. Like, I will tell you, though, that the fitness demands for tennis and the fitness demands are serious, man. Like at that upper level, that fitness demands are really, really tough. But look, man, I'm going to get up out of here, man. Much love to everybody in this chat, everybody in the super chat. Thank you guys so much for kicking it with me today. He said he's going to return, but we'll hear what happens with him Avery 81st. I don't know where we are with it right now. But look, I'm about to bounce out of here, man. Just want to say thank you guys so much for your support in the channel. Aubrey said, what's your definition of a weight bully or doesn't exist? I mean, honestly, man, I don't care. Dude, if you make the weight, you make a weight. You make the weight. You know what I mean? You make the weight, you make the weight. It is what it is. The kind of the notion of a weight bully is, I mean, yeah, there's guys out there that are taking advantage of being bigger early in their career. But if you're defending belts and making your weight for 5-6 years, dude, you're not weight bullying. That's just your weight. Like if you're taking on smaller guys moving up, you could consider that. You know, like if you have guys like, if you have somebody that's fighting a bunch of smaller guys all the time that are coming up in weight, then you could say so. But if they're fighting legitimate guys in that weight class, probably not. And by the way, Fundora, like, yeah, something like that. I mean, I don't know what you call Fundora, but it's like, man, it's like, man, seriously, bro. Like, I don't know, man. This is a real bad comparison, but it's kind of like, a dude playing women in sports. Like these dudes that say, now that people can choose what sex they are, and somebody that, you may consider to be a man decides that they're a woman and they go fight and they go swim against a woman that was born a woman and act like they did something, or get out there on a track and blow away every record and act like they're doing something. You know what I mean? That's what Fundora seems like to me, but just in a height type of way. Like, yeah, dude, you're really, really tall. You know that you could probably carry and man, there you go. Like he could easily carry an extra 20 pounds on him, man. Like if he wanted to, like he could easily carry an extra 20 pounds on him. Easily. And carry it and be stronger, feel better, but not fair. Yeah, it's like, that's kind of what I feel like when I see a 6'7" guy, a 6'6", 6'7" guy fighting it a weight class where most people are like 5'7" or 5'8" and 5'9". You know what I mean? It's like you're taking advantage of same day weigh-ins. That to me, but at the same time, it is dude, he could put on more weight than that, bro. He could get up to 168. Comfortably get up to 168, bro. If he had to play basketball, he'd be weighing 170, 180. They wouldn't allow him to be that skinny. But it is what it is. I mean, that is, again, but that's it's not a height class, it's a weight class, so he can tell me to shut up. I'm just telling you how I feel. But it is what it is, man. The dudes in the weight class, people got to fight him. You know what I mean? But it's, it's kind of a testament to his gimmick. Not necessarily like, I don't know, man. I just feel funny about it. But it is what it is, man. Anyway, much love to everybody in the chat, and much love to the chat and the super chats and the Cash App. Thank you guys so much for everything you've done. I appreciate it. So I'm amazed that the weight bully status avoided. And no, don't worry about it. As soon as he gets a championship, he'll be a weight bully too. It's an excuse for him being good. Anyway, with that, I'm out. He said, if I heard after the weigh-in, he weighed 190. Yeah, that makes sense. That he would weigh close, like he'll go down and he's 6'6". He gets closer to like 190 pounds, fighting at 154 because he has a gigantic size advantage in that ring, man. That size advantage is ridiculous in that ring. But anyway, it is what it is. And with that, hey man, just a fan. I'm sorry. That's the best I could do. Anyway, it is what it is. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.